Hi everybody, Armored Pants here, and I have another video for you, and this one is in-game decision making, and it is called Don't Listen to Muppets, nor should you. There are a lot of Muppets in the game. If you've played the game recently, you will see that some of the teams are absolutely appalling. And before we look at the gameplay, I want you to have a look at this quote from Charles Bukovsky, and it is: "The problem with the world is that intelligent people are full of doubts, while stupid ones are full of confidence." And actually, that kind of is not just a description of what is wrong when playing Blitz, but actually what's wrong with most kind of situations in life. Charles Bukovsky, by the way, is an author, German-born, American author, died in California about 20 years ago. If you haven't read any of his books, you can definitely recommend them. Woman and Ham on Rye, two particularly excellent ones. So if you're looking for something good to read, you can definitely recommend him. A lot of philosophy on the way the world is, particularly the sort of more dystopian view of the world. Anyway, as we look at the gameplay, I'm running the T92, the Tier 9 American light tank. This is going to be a carry from me. It's going to come down to 1v1. I'm going to win on points. But when we get into that situation, I'm going to talk about why you should not listen to Muppets. In the videos that I've done on Klobanoff situations, I've said that what you want to try to do is always kind of have a plan and then stick to that plan. But that's just not about Klobanoff situations. That's about really in any sort of end game. And we've discussed this in other videos as well. Try to, in the end of the day, Blitz is about thinking, right? It's a thinking game, which is why so few people are actually good at it, because it does require a lot of thought, and most people are not such good exponents of that crucial activity in life. Now, the problem that you have is that, exactly as Bukovsky said, is that intelligent people, or people who are at least thinking, are full of doubts. We are always questioning. By the way, I'm blatantly saying that I am intelligent here. You may or may disagree with me. Entirely up to you. But I do like to try to think about things, so at least I have aspirations to be intelligent, even if I haven't quite achieved it yet. Now, the situation is that people who are intelligent are full of doubts, while stupid people are full of confidence. And you're actually going to see that played out exactly as Bukovsky might say in the end of the game here. Now, I'm kind of more or less playing this game on my own. I do have teammates, but they're all fucking useless. But that's pretty much the case quite often now in Blitz. Now, the situation as it unfolds, you'll see what I'm talking about as we get into the final stages of the game. By the way, it's not a perfect game for me. I've made quite a lot of mistakes, I have to say. But I'm doing my best and trying to help my team. I'm going to try to cap here while I reload. When you have a tank like this with a long reload, it's always good to try to do something else, like move around the map, or cap a base or something while you're reloading. And there we go, perfect, reloaded and capped at more or less the same time. Going to take out now the prog, and then I'm back here onto the FCM. Made a bit of a mess out of this, kind of got stuck. This, by the way, these tanks have, and the Sheridan is exactly the same, they have a very wide turning arc, so even though they're quite fast, they're not as maneuverable as they may seem. If you've played the Sheridan or this at any point in time, you'll see that that's true. The turning arc is not great on them. But then I guess they do need to have some limitations, because they're like shit off a shovel. So I guess it's all about balancing it. You can see there, zoomed in, drove up on a fucking rock. You've probably seen me do that before as well. I am a man, so multitasking is not my forte. Now, we're coming into the situation here where it's going to go down to 1v1, and actually it ends up 2v1. Because, as I said, my teammates are not really helping too much. I'm going to try to put a HE round into this AMX because it's very vulnerable at the back. I don't want to make sure he doesn't have a bead on me, going to put it in right into the back of him here, see if I can get a nice alpha roll, and yeah, decent alpha roll on him. Now I'm going to reload, so I want to stay out of danger. I'm down to one shot now, so I need to be really careful. Plus I've noticed as the game has gone on that my teammates are not really helping too much, so I've kind of figured out that if we're going to win this game, it's going to have to be down to me. So put another HE round into me, get a nice roll, and now I'm going to get out of trouble while I reload again. And you know, basically my teammates are fucking awful, right? I mean, they're just absolutely awful. Now the ST1 here, he should have capped C, but he didn't. He went to try to help his mate. Now you can see this is where the Muppets start giving me advice, right? So tell me to cap A, right? Now I want you to think about this, because I'm a one shot for the ST1. I have a higher view distance, a farther view distance, but the problem is that at A, if I go to A now, he's going to know where I am. And my advantage on my view distance is negated by the fact that when he comes around a corner, I'm within his view range. So the advantage of my view range is negated if I go to A. And he's going to know where I am. So he's going to be anticipating firing at me. I'm not going to know where he's coming from. So I give the advantage to him. But you can see these guys here, right? They are not fucking thinking about this game at all. They're just saying go and cap A. Now, going to cap A is a fucking stupid thing to do. Because you're going to know, you're going to telegraph to him where you are. You see, they're telling me now I'm fucking stupid, right? But in actuality, and this is exactly what Bukovsky said, these guys are fucking morons, right? Absolute Muppets. They're not thinking about this, right? So what I'm going to do is they're going to keep giving me advice, giving me dog's abuse, calling me fucking stupid, brain dead. Here's some more abuse coming up here. Actually, I think they're going to start asking me now to be reported. Obviously, they have no idea what has gone on in the game. They have not seen that I've made the 5 kills out of the 6. Obviously, haven't been watching the damage or anything else that's been on in the game. So they're totally oblivious to what's going on in this game. You know, so it's kind of like, tell me you don't know what's going on in the fucking game without actually saying you don't know what's going on in the game. Now, more abuse coming at me here. And again, you know, this is basic. I mean, this is not fucking brain surgery or fucking rocket science, you know? This is not Elon Musk or fucking Jeff Bezos going to the fucking atmosphere. It's pretty simple. If I go to A, he's going to know where I am, right? What I want to do is, we have the points, so we don't need to go, right? See, T92 report, like this fucking idiot. What I want to do is, he has to cap. He has to, right? So, now he's capping. Now I know where he is. Now I can go to A safely. And while he's capping, I know where he is, and I know he can't kill me. So, it's pretty simple, right? It's not, you know, just use your fucking brain. Engage that thing in between your ears. Now I know where he is. Now I know he's coming towards me, right? But he's going to come up the hill, and chances are he is going to come straight on towards A. So I know if I go down here now, I'm going to go into cover, go around here. Chances are he's coming the other way. Of course, he might be coming this way, but the easiest way to get there is to go straight up. He's not there. So now we've got 2 bases. We're going to win on points. No drama. Everything played out as I wished it to do. You know, waited to see where the ST1 was going. Let him cap. Then I cap safely. No risk of being killed. I went to A immediately. I telegraph where I am. He comes towards me. I'm a one shot for him. I don't have my advantage of my view range because when he comes around the corners, I'm going to be within his view range. So you're giving away your advantage. And just to top it off there, the ST1 says fuck you. So not enough that your own teammates are abusing you, this guy abuses you as well, because he can't say, you know, good game. Because it was a good game. It was a very good game. I think it was close. Just won it on points. You can see mastery badge delivered, 4.3k damage, 5 kills, base captures, very nice XP there, 1500 XP, which gives the mastery badge. And you know, just look at all these guys. By the way, I gave the glacial thumbnail because he was just giving me so much abuse. But not one of these guys, by the way, gave me a good game or gave me a thumbs up. So that just goes to show you, that exactly as Bukovsky said, these guys, full of fucking Muppets, absolute fucking morons, these guys. We would have lost the game if I followed their advice. But not only are they unwilling to acknowledge the fact that you helped them win and won the game for them, carried it, actually they're unwilling to learn, and that's one of the problems as well, right? There's nothing wrong with being bad at a game at the start, right? Everybody's bad at the start. Nobody is born being able to play Blitz. How do you learn? By watching and observing better players. That's how I learned to become a better player. But some people, and you know that these guys on my team there, are those people are never going to fucking learn because they are too fucking stupid. So don't listen to Muppet guys. That's basically it. Have your game plan, stick to it, do what you know is right. So cheers, Mush. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. And I guess now all that remains for me to say is, as always, pants off.